Well, I'll bring something up from the archives today. I think we got about 8 minutes. We can do it because we got to load up. Yeah, I would like to be here at 5. I mean, I come up with excuses and everything like that. But it's a commitment. Like, it's the recess. It's the, the chance here to connect with people. Well, on the original one there we were doing, something happened. But, I was basically talking about America right now. I mean, it has seen better days. And I know, yesterday I was like, okay, I was born under protest. But at what point? Okay, protest. That's like all we're seeing now. And I said, close your eyes, open them up, concentrate. What do you see? Just like, I mean, do we see love? All right, the things like love, working, harmony, protest, war, just stuff, tragedy, stuff like that. Close your eyes, for about 30 seconds, then open them up, concentrate on what's going on. What is the most prolific angiobiotic? No, I had a word yesterday. I learned a new word, but it's not on the tip of my tongue right now. I was listening to like a conversation on the radio and stuff. Somebody was saying something about all the stuff that's happening and stuff like that. They had to go. I looked it up, and basically, who cares? So, anyways, yes, I have a lot of balls in the air at all given time. Just kidding. No, we say stuff like that. It's dire. It's dire, and this is what I'm leading to. I mean, about all the speeches and everything, that they seem to have that kind of thing, where they're not choosing their words carefully. It's just the heat of the moment. It's like panic mode. I mean, all these things are looking ahead. Like I said yesterday or the day before. Like, hope I get this right. I know it ends in Wade, Roe Wade. All right. So I'm not too familiar, with the pronunciation. Although I hear it all the time, it's just the stuff just doesn't apply to me right now. Not right now. It's too soon. Didn't even pick them. I mean, and they're all like already going there. They're already going there, and that's definitely going to encourage the base right off the bat. We know that. I mean, anything to stop this, because they're telling everyone, oh, I mean, if he gets control of the Supreme Court, like, this 5-4 advantage, and yes, a lot of aging Supreme Courts on both sides, mainly in the Democratic side, but also in the again, this whole thing, like, equal, like the scales, like to equal it. We want this balance. We want this equal. In the opener, I managed to get in a story about a time, a place where all this attention. I mean, we didn't know all the stuff that we know now, but the atmosphere was just it was different. The climate, the culture, the temperature. It wasn't all these distractions. The only thing that we had in our hands was, our hands. We had our hands. They were ready. Someone passed us a basketball, or like, do something. Exciting things. Again, when I talk, animals come out of nowhere. Here's a lily. They got dreams and big ideas. They're gonna build some big progressive. So on the page there, the guy's from Albany. I was like, why? Oh, I say to myself, okay. I mean, what is he getting out of this? You know, it'd be nice if you'd listen to like Tim Scott and Van Jones. Or I'm trying to think of like if they're gonna have. We need. We don't need like staged things anymore. I mean, it's starting to be phony now. Like, you know, I mean, it's got to be real. I mean, the people, if they're so like, you know, into it, they're so concerned. You know, why do they levitate? Why do they go to stuff that they know that, you know, it's just, are they really doing it? Because I mean, the stuff that Tim Scott brought up. I mean, if you watch all these shows, all the people they put on, all the stuff they talk about, and then you see the things like no one's paying attention to them. You see all the things that need to be paid attention. You see it. You see where all the leaks are. You see where all the anger, the protesting, the frustration is. You see it. But for what? For this whole year and a half? I don't know. I mean, almost 550 days. Who knows? Almost. I mean, all the attention has just been on like, okay, we're gonna get rid of this person here. That's it. Everything. Like, you just can't focus on anything no more. I know. Probably saying to yourself, you know, you got a warped way of thinking. You're spent. You know. Who was the man that said society's bent? But it is. We're just watching it now. That's all it is. We're watching it. We're hoping that they at least change a few hearts instead of keeping them where they are in this attack mode, where it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. I mean, what we seen 2 weeks ago, whatever it was, with the call for, like, you know, crowding around, impeding on people. Oh, if we get to that point, imagine if we get to that point. Is that not bigotry or what? Someone has different points of view, so you're just calling on them to just surround them. We had peaceful protests over the weekend, 600 rallies. But for what, though? I understand for what, but who's supposed to do something about it? When are they supposed to do something about it? Okay, just get rid of it. So if you got rid of him, so Hillary would have done something about it. So in other words, all these people that voted, what did he win? 30 states maybe. Hillary won 20. Okay, the popular vote, all this kind of stuff. Look, this was supposed to be her election. This was supposed to be her election. All through the whole 5 months leading up to it. Head in the polls. Obama even held off from choosing a Supreme Court judge because he figured, you know, we got this in the bag. You know, we got it made. We got it made in the shade. Look at the turn that it took. Look at the turn. So this is how you do it. So in other words, all the people, it was fair. Whatever you want to say, it was fair as far as the process. But all these other things, I mean, there was things on both sides that made people wonder. All right, we got to wrap it up here. But for the most part, it was fair. I don't see how this guy is doing all this for Moscow, for Russia. But we got to hear this over and over again. And Gowdy, Tim Scott's friend, they wrote books. He's like, what the hell? Could you hurry this up? Could you hurry this up? No, they're not going to hurry it up. This is just getting started on both sides. Nobody is kowtowing.